Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, citizens of all ages, welcome back to Star Citizen. So today, I figured I would give a closer look at one of my favorite ships that I own, and that's the Starfarer Gemini.
Selection confirmed.
The Gemini,
Ship is currently
excuse me,
to the launch platform.
is the militarized version of the regular Starfarer, or the Starfarer base, as some people refer to it. Starfarer, of course, is the tanker variant of the MISC ship line, the line of ships from MISC. And the really cool thing about the Starfarer, I mean, aside from its size, I mean, look at that thing. Woo! I like to refer to her as my flying tank and my flying fortress. And I don't see very many of these in the PU. I see a lot of regular base Starfarers, not so much the militarized Gemini here. Main differences between the base and the Gemini. First of all, we have this really nice green color scheme to it. It's a little hard to see in the light, but as you see here where I turn, it's got this nice kind of military green color to it. The other big change is the engines. On the base Starfarer, these are more rounded. They look kind of like the engines, like a mix between the engines of the Freelancer and the Cutlass. The old Cutlass, which is currently the current Cutlass, but if you're watching this post 3.0 release, then the old Cutlass. I love this ship. I really do. As you can tell by my beautiful frame rates, I am in the OU, the offline universe, as opposed to the PU, the persistent online universe. Personally, I prefer to play offline as, again, got the incredible frames and don't have to worry about stowaways. Because with a ship like this, there's a lot of little nooks and crannies that unwanted guests could hide away in. Love those noises. So this, quite obviously, is the cargo bay. As you can tell from, you got the mag plates on the ground. One of the really neat things about this entrance, well, this area I should say, is when this ship first came out, in those little squares right there, there used to be spinning lights. So it almost looked like there was a little disco party going on in here. It's kind of a shame that they removed them, but the weird thing is, if the Starfarer Gemini takes enough damage where the emergency slash oh shit lights are on, as I call them, they show up again. And they basically sit there and spin and spin and spin, and it's neat. If I incur enough damage, I'll try to take a run down here and show you, but this thing is a tank. When I'm in the PU, where my ballistics... Oh, yeah, so the Starfarer has 4 size 4 C788 Combine ballistic weapons. So this thing packs a hell of a wallop. So in the PU, where ballistics don't really fare very well, due to latency, lag, netcode, whatever you want to chalk it up to, they just kind of go right through, or go too soon, too fast, too slow, who knows. Whereas offline, in this current version, they hit. Another big difference between the Gemini and the Starfarer, which you may notice if you've seen a Starfarer before, is that front part there that kind of looks like a mouthpiece. How it kind of looks like Master Chief's helmet a little bit. Those are missiles. Yeah. That's 9 size 3 missiles. Again, those pack quite a wallop. One of the more significant changes as well is the top turret there. Instead of having 2 size 4 weapons on the base Starfarer, you get 2 size 5 weapons. So those are 2 M7A laser repeaters versus the I think they're 6As? Yeah, instead of 2 M6As. And there are those big combine ballistics on, I guess what you could call the ears of the Master Chief helmet. And with this zoomed out look, you can see the paint job a little bit better. You can also kind of hear and see the difference in the engines. I definitely like these a lot more. Other good thing, given that this is the militarized version, it also has better armor on it. It's supposed to have better engines, but due to the armor, kind of slows down ever so little. But that does not stop this from being my baby.
Travel engaged.
That's right, baby, baby. little Biggie for you there. Never a bad time to quote Biggie.
Tessa to random ship.
Tessa must be getting sick of seeing me by now. This is like, what, the 5th
Hi.
video in a row? Something like that?
Second class
cartographer she can deal with it.
I'm the eyes behind all the ICC scan probes in the area.
Such a gorgeous
What
ship.
these little guys see, I see. Which, yes,
So,
means I can totally
while
see
this mission is loading,
right now.
real quick, let me give you a really quick tour.
There was actually a reason
We've already
to
seen the cargo area.
Since not allowed to leave my post,
I'm gonna go really quick.
jump on scanning
Captain's
or-
chair.
So,
How can I not show the
hoping you might be
captain's
able to
chair?
help me with something. If you have a second, could you check out these coordinates?
I am
Scans are saying
greatly
something's
looking
there,
forward
but can't ID it.
to manning this and actually giving orders from here. I mean, come on. How badass is that? That's badass, and if you say otherwise, you're lying, and you know it. So, captain's chair, co-pilot chair, I think another co-pilot chair? Nope, pilot seat. Oh my god, I'm dumb. Pilot, co-pilot, captain. Support, support. Got some escape pods in here, and yes, you can go into them, but you can't launch them yet. I don't even know how you would. There's no... oh, they got an oh shit handle. That's nice. That's nice. Main walkway. Of course, the cargo bay down there. And if we run up the stairs... I mean, look at this. This ship has multiple floors to it. Down here... Here are the maintenance tunnels. Yes, that's right. Maintenance tunnels. Literally, maintenance tunnels. And crawl all around. I'm not going to. I'm going to give you the abridged tour. No pun intended. Go on up here. Now, this is the main entrance for the dual size 5 turret, which is mounted right on the top. Right over here is the cafeteria, complete with kitchenette and nice long table for the 7 to 8 passengers that you can have. 8 if you count yourself. And then one of my more favorite areas is the captain's room. Nice like liquor bar, liquor cabinet over here. Got a nice little desk. No desk chair, but you know, probably one of those types who prefers to stand. And then got the bed. The one good thing, or the one kind of funny thing about the base Starfarer is instead of this being a UEE blanket, it's like a children's starship blanket. It's kind of adorable. I'm not gonna lie. And then we have the quintessential shower toilet combo, which I don't know if I would ever use a shower while on the toilet. That's just, I can see bad things coming about that. Got the vanity, sort of. No mirror, but who needs a mirror when you're in space? When you have such reflective windows. And then got the crew quarters right over here. So like I said, there should be about 7 beds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I lied. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 7 altogether. I thought there was 7 plus the captain, but I guess I was mistaken. In the crew quarters, you have a really nice view out that window. That one's blocked. That one's blocked. And bathrooms for each sex. That's right. Male and female. Complete with locker rooms, lockers. And aside from that, there's a couple of rear turrets. There's the engine room. I won't bore you with that. There's this neat little lift, and if I don't want to use the ladder, which, I mean, come on, who wants to use a ladder when you got a lift, right? And then, if this looks familiar, it's because now we're right back where the original maintenance tunnel was that we entered. You know what? Just for ha-has, I'll show you one of the rear turrets too. Because you got this nice long hallway. Maintenance tunnel. Nice long hallway with these nice windows you can still see out of. There's the, what I like to call the backyard, which I'll show you the back porch. But that's one of the rear turrets. The other one's right there. You can kind of make out the weapon. You can kind of make it out. Hard. I believe it's a broadsword that I have back there. I got panthers and broadswords. And then I believe this is one of the engines or one of the jump drives. Over here is the gravity generator. I mean, come on, how badass. Like, I mean, come on, that's cool. More escape pods over here. And now, allow me to show you my back porch. How awesome is this, huh? Got the nice giant fuel tanks back here. Set up a few lawn chairs. Just watch the night go by. I can't tell you how many times after I first bought this, I would spawn it, fly just a little ways past Alisar, and just watch the traffic go. Something oddly therapeutic about it, and I just, such a badass ship. I mean, I really can't say enough about it. One of the other really good things about it, which I briefly touched on earlier, was its quad size 4 front-facing gimballed weapons.
Hello.
So if I'm to move my view over here, much like the way the Freelancer has, you got the gimballed size 4s. Well, I mean, the Freelancer has size 3s, but regardless, they're gimballed. And as you can see, blazing fast speed. She moves like a turtle. I know. I'm fully aware. She moves like a space whale. That's why I wasn't that excited when they were like space whales. I was like, what do you mean? I already got one. She's a beautiful space whale. So one of the roles currently that I play as with my Starfarer Gemini, or Star-G, as it's colloquially known. If I can get that word out of my mouth. Colloquially. Nope. Alright. As it's known on the streets. So what I like to do with it is do more of a support role. Obviously with its speed or lack thereof. Here, let me kick in the afterburners. reach a max speed with afterburners at 285, which, I mean, given what it's hauling and what it's got to carry, I guess that's not terrible, you know, given its size, but I kind of wish it was a bit faster. I wish it broke 300 at least. But supposedly the ships are running at the speed as if they were fully loaded with cargo. So hopefully come 3.0, some of these larger ships, well, I guess this is the largest ship, there's really no... Hopefully this ship will have a little bit more maneuverability to it. But since its speed, or lack thereof, as I was saying, it is not a dogfighter. It is definitely not a dogfighter. But that's not saying it can't hold its own in a fight. Now, what I normally do, if I know where an enemy is going to spawn or going to be, I try to line it up so that way they will have to fly directly at me, especially an NPC. Now, if they fly directly at me, I can line my shot up. I just need to get off 1 to 2 shots. 1 to 2 direct hits will kill just about anything. In the PU, there have been a multitude of occasions where I have taken down 5, 6, 7, 8 pirates before I felt the need to retreat. And that's while taking incoming fire and all that good stuff.
You chose the wrong part of space to fly through.
So watch, see? No, look at it. Lined right up. I got my reticle on there. I just need to wait for that pip to show up, and I'm gonna blow this 350R out in the sky faster than a Thai prostitute on a Chinese holiday. Oh, I can't believe I just said that. Ready? Now, because of distance, I'm gonna fire a few more, but you'll see only about 1 or 2 hit. And that usually blows it up. That's surprising. Line up, I dare ya. Come right at me. Come just directly at me. Thank you. And this will be the kill shot. Okay, make a liar of me, I guess. That's usually all I need to do, is just do one volley, and that's usually enough. Alright, well, let's send him a present, shall we?
Destroyed.
There we go. That's more like it. Alright, well... That 350 kind of made a little bit of a liar out of me. I can acknowledge that. But generally, once they get around 3,000 to 3,500 away, usually 1 to 3 volleys direct hit, and they blow up. And I love it. There's been a couple of occasions where there were a few Auroras and a few 350Rs and a Cutlass or 2, because there's always at least 1 Cutlass, and a Saber or 2, and they're all firing at me. I'm taking shots, and left shield hit, right shield hit, If I cycle my shields and my power properly, I can absorb almost all those hits, wipe them all out, and maybe have 1 yellow area on the hull. Usually I keep this screen up so I can actually monitor that, and I'll have my AI change it accordingly. I don't know if I have her on. Let's see. Hi, Alex. Yeah, nope, I turned it off. That's okay. A little bit better that way, because if I'm doing a video and I'm going to be narrating or talking over it, sometimes if I say certain words, she picks it up as something else, and I think that's why in the Glaive video I jumped back in the cockpit, and there's another time where I did an emote because I have those mapped to the AI as well. Well, I use the term AI loosely. It's more instruction sets, but it gives me the illusion of having an AI. Don't stomp on my dream. Get out of here. Space tank. Space tank. The Starfarer is a space tank. My home away from home. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop singing. I'll never sing again, I promise. Okay, no, I don't promise. I can't make that promise, but I will try really hard not to sing anymore. So yeah, with the Starfarer... Oh, no, I guess I'm not taking the shortcut. I mean, this thing is everything, almost everything that I would want in a ship. If I were a real-life space captain. Real-life starfaring captain of the stars. And oh, why am I doing circles? That was interesting. That was not expected at all. I guess my character used to be a gymnast and missed the roar of the crowd on planting a double somersault. That's what it just seemed like to me. That was really weird. I really wonder why I just did those flips.
To those who find this, know that my journey has ended. It was finding my way here that made the path worth taking. I am glad that I can be part of your story too. Share it well. Safe travels.
I mean, just look at the size of this thing. And I know some of you are probably going to ask, how did you get this? How much was it? I can tell you I got it on the gray market. If you're not familiar with the gray market, I might make a video on it. I'm still kind of debating it because I don't know if that's something I'm leaning towards possibly doing a video on it. That way, you know, I have heard some horror stories of some people getting burned for a lot of money. Problem is though, with the gray market, you really are kind of putting your trust in a complete stranger. Now, some of these strangers are more trustworthy than others, as you can kind of see their trading history. So, what I would say is, since I don't have a video out, the only advice I'm going to give currently for the gray market, if you decide to look into it, is reputation. All traders, or all those on the gray market subreddit, they have a little number next to their name, and I think it says number of trades, or it just says trades. Now, it goes without saying, dealing with a account that is less than a few days old, or even less than a few months old, and has 0 trades, and is offering, you know, an Idris, or, you know, another rare ship, the AMD Omega, the Mustang Omega, AMD Never Settle, whatever, for really cheap, with no trade history or anything like that. You gotta be extra cautious. There is an issue of people stealing and hacking accounts, getting fraudulent access to accounts and ships, selling them, and if you happen to buy one of these, quote, illicit goods or illicit ships, and SIG finds out, they're just going to pull the ship from your account, send you a, oh hey, we stole this ship back from you email, and then they kind of wash their hands of it. So you're kind of taking the risk. With that though, using PayPal, they're at least reasonable in returning money when and if fraud occurs. but not all the time. You know, sometimes you can buy from an account and months go by, and all of a sudden you get an email one day and it says that it was illicit, and you know, by then you could be SOL, really. So I might make a video on the gray market, I might not, I might not, I'm still on the fence. If you guys want to see a video on the gray market and how to you know, start and where you should start and what to look for, what to do, the kind of questions to ask, leave a comment down below, let me know, say, hell yeah, I want to see this, or fuck no, what are you thinking, get out of here, this is my crazy tree world, you know. If you get that reference, plus 10 points to you. I'll just say I am not a good accountant. But yeah, the Gemini. In this mission, which I'm sure you've seen now a bunch of times, but I really like doing the ICC missions because it gives it a feel like you're actually, I don't know, partaking in something as opposed to just flying to a comm array, turning it on, flying away, rinse, wash, rinse, repeat, even though there's really not much difference between ICC and comm array, except for the comm arrays are more instant and they're a little faster to get to and from destinations. But I don't know. I really yearn for Squadron 42, and I just say that. Squadron 42 is actually what got me to pledge to Star Citizen originally. I kind of had zero interest in the MMO. I'm definitely more of a story mode campaign type of person. I want a story. I want to get engrossed in the universe. I want to be immersed in the lore. I want to feel like I'm living a new life. You know, I don't. I want interesting, in-depth, you know, shocking plot twists. You know, I want to be entertained. I mean, Star Citizen, the online version, is definitely keeping me entertained. I mean, I play this for hours every single day, hours without fail. When I'm at work, I'm daydreaming about playing Star Citizen. When I get home, I'm so excited to do it. And then when I have to turn it off at night to go to sleep, I'm thinking about Star Citizen as I'm laying down. I mean, it's getting to the point where it is unhealthy. I've spent a lot of money on this game. I'm the type of person where $60 for one game seems a little expensive to me, and I've spent much more than that on this ship alone. Just on the Starfarer alone, I could have bought 4 AAA video games. I could have bought more than 4, but just for the sake of argument, I'm gonna say 4. That way I don't feel as terrible. I'm kidding, I did not feel terrible. In fact, I have not regretted the purchase of this ship whatsoever. There are a couple ships that I've been severely regretting, but that's what the melt and buyback and CCU functions are for.
Mayday! Mayday! We are under attack! Please help!
Now.
We ain't got any problems with you.
Oh, it's an Aurora. How cute! How cute! Look at the little guy. Oh, he's just so cute. Oh, the little Aurora. How are you, little guy? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, are you coming over here? You coming over here? Oh, the little guy. He don't know where he is. If my shots will hit. Really? Oh, there we go. There we go.
Thank you for helping me. Maybe someday I'll be able to return the
And just like that, I mean, shields are back to almost normal. Again, this thing is a tank. Now, I was not editing my power to my shields at all.
With that ship in trouble.
But had I
mean,
probably wouldn't have
space is
even
dangerous.
broke
It's
80% of my
very
shield.
people like you out there too.
And I'm pretty sure the only reason why it didn't do like it normally does is just specifically because I said out loud that it would do the thing that I said it does. You know, it's one of those damned if you do, fucked if you don't type of thing. I don't. I'm babbling now. That makes no sense. But yeah, so more or less, this is the Starfarer Gemini. Again, this is one of my absolute favorite ships, and I think it's going to stay that way for quite a while. Those size 3 missiles in the front pack a punch,
Fly off, civvy.
and those size 4s as well. Now let's see if I can knock this Gladius out. Might have to move my pip a little more than normal. See, the thing is, the ballistics, they travel really slow. And I must be missing. Ah, there we go. That was a good shot. Yeah. Still, 80%. And those are ballistics. You gotta remember, the Gladius has ballistics on it. So those, I believe, ignore shield, or at least in terms of defense. I think the ballistics will injure your shield, but for the most part blows right through them. The lasers get absorbed by the shields, obviously, until your shields are down. So, I believe this will bring us to the end of the video now. Don't ask me why, but for some reason I have this weird need to end my play sessions at Olisar. It just kind of adds that extra level of immersion for me. You know, it's like, oh, this is the home base, if you will, the home base I took off from, and now I gotta return to the home base and dock my vehicle and, you know, get it stored for the night or for however long, you know, for the rest. Yeah, I don't know. Anybody else do that as well, or you guys just end it where you end it? You know, you finish a mission, you're like, oh, okay, I'm done, and that's it, and then you quit. Or do you also go back to Olisar just to return home, if you will? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd really like to know if I'm the only one, or if more people do it, or if I'm just a weirdo, because I wouldn't doubt that I'm just a weirdo. My girlfriend says that to me all the time. So, yeah, that's been the Starfarer Gemini. Militarized tanker version, brought to you in part by Misk Industries. And no, it doesn't stand for Master Chief in spaceships. Cool. No. Oh, Jeebus. What is going on? Alright, we need to take control here before I destroy the ship. Doing God knows what. Alright, so let's try this again. And alright. So for the third time, third time's the charm, right? This is gonna end the video for today. I really gotta work on my endings. I'm still getting that part down. But anything that I missed, anything you think I did wrong, anything you think I could have done better, let me know in the comments. You know, if there's something, anything in particular you want to see. Oh, is he going to make it? Yes. Just barely. So if there's anything you want to see in the comments, let me know. At the beginning of the video, you might have seen the different ships that I have. If you want to see any of them, by all means, let me know in the comments. Start it with show me next as the precursor to the comment, and I would be more than happy to oblige. So this has been Will, and this has been Will in the Starfarer, signing off. Thank you for watching, and you have yourselves a wonderful day.